Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I'll show you how to properly cure butternut squash to make sure that it stays tasty and fresh for months to come. Now that you've properly harvested your butternut squash, in this video I'll show you what to do to make sure that you thoroughly enjoy your harvest. Now this is what your harvest should look like from the previous video. As you can see, the colors here, our butternut squash stems are still green and the butternut squash themselves, they are a bit pale. At this point, our butternut squash would taste a bit watery and not as sweet as it should. So we need to fix that. We need to cure our butternut squash. So this is what the butternut squash looks like as soon as you take it out of the vine. As you can see, the stem still looks green, the bottom still looks pretty much the same, and the body, the color is still a bit pale. So what you need to do is to choose a warm and dry area, and you will place your butternut squash in a bottom-up position just like this, making sure that you give each butternut squash a little space and room for air to flow around it. You need to keep them like this for 7 to 10 days. Curing your butternut squash allows it to develop its sugars and flavors. This will reduce the bitterness of the squash and give it that natural flavor and sweetness. And there will be no need for you to add any sugar when you prepare your delicious butternut squash dishes. My grandparents used to cure their butternut squash and pumpkins on top of their chicken coop. But unfortunately for now, I don't have a chicken coop yet, so I will cure these ones at the top shelf of my mini greenhouse, away from the neighbor's cats. It's been 10 days now, and my butternut squash has completely cured, and this is what it looks like now. As you can see, the skin color of the squash is a bit more tan, the bottom is dry, and the stem is completely dried out, so they're ready for storage. Your cured butternut squash will store well in your pantry. Just make sure that the squash doesn't touch one another to avoid rot and any contamination. Make sure that there's no moisture around the squash, which means you cannot put it under your kitchen sink. It should be okay in your veggie rack as long as it won't get anywhere near any moisture. And this is what mine looked like when it was ready to go into my pantry. I just need to adjust it so that it doesn't lay on top of each other like that. Now let's proceed to see what it should look like once it's cured and ready for cooking. I just removed the stem and I'm going to cut the butternut squash in half so that we can have a look inside. As you can see, the color inside, it's more of an orange than a yellow. That's the color that we want to see, because then if it's more orange, then it's more sweeter. As I bring it in close, you will see there's also no green color around the peel of the butternut squash. This is because we harvested our butternut squash at the right time when it was ready to be harvested, and we've properly cured it of any bitterness. And there you have it, a very short masterclass on how to harvest and cure your butternut squash like a pro. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this butternut squash series. Please consider subscribing to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching.